2 best fruits to detox your kidneys and reduce creatinine. If your last lab report showed a slightly elevated creatinine number, you already know the mix of confusion and worry that comes with it. But here's something worth understanding before you panic. Creatinine isn't always a sign of permanent kidney damage. Sometimes it's your body's way of telling you it's dehydrated, inflamed, or simply overworked. And in those cases, the right daily habits, including the right fruits, can genuinely support your kidney's natural filtering process back toward balance. To be clear from the start, no fruit is a miracle cure, and nothing replaces your doctor's guidance, especially if you're managing chronic kidney disease. But today we're revealing the 2 fruits that consistently show up in kidney health research for their unique ability to support hydration, reduce oxidative stress, and ease the workload on your kidneys, the natural way. We'll also show you exactly how much to eat, the biggest mistakes kidney patients make with these fruits, and 3 luxury-style recipes that make eating for your kidneys feel like a treat instead of a chore. Number 1 might be sitting in your fridge right now without you ever realizing what it's really doing for you. And by the end of this video, you'll never look at these 2 everyday fruits the same way again. Let's get into it. Fruit #2, watermelon. Watermelon might be the most underestimated fruit in the entire kidney health conversation, mostly because people assume something this sweet and refreshing can't possibly be doing serious work inside the body. But watermelon is roughly 92% water, and that single fact matters enormously when it comes to creatinine. Here's the mechanism worth understanding. When the body is even mildly dehydrated, blood flow to the kidneys decreases, and waste products, including creatinine, become more concentrated in the bloodstream simply because there's less fluid to dilute them. This is called a pre-renal elevation, and it's one of the most common reasons creatinine numbers creep upward in older adults, especially during hot summer months across the United States, when fluid loss through sweat increases dramatically. Watermelon's exceptionally high water content helps restore that fluid balance gently and consistently, supporting the kidney's ability to filter and flush waste more efficiently, which is exactly why so many nephrologists quietly recommend it as a hydrating snack for patients monitoring their kidney labs. But watermelon isn't just water. It also contains a unique amino acid called citrulline, which the body converts into another compound called arginine, known for supporting healthy nitric oxide production. Nitric oxide helps blood vessels relax and widen, improving blood flow throughout the body, including to the kidneys themselves, where efficient blood flow is essential for effective filtration. Watermelon also contains lycopene, the same powerful antioxidant found in tomatoes, which has been studied for its ability to reduce oxidative stress, one of the quiet, ongoing processes that gradually damages kidney tissue over the years. For someone concerned about long-term kidney protection, that antioxidant support works around the clock, even when you're not thinking about it. Now, here's where mistakes commonly happen. Many kidney patients either avoid watermelon entirely out of fear or swing the opposite direction and eat far too much at once, not realizing that watermelon does contain potassium, a mineral that must be carefully monitored in later stages of chronic kidney disease. Eating an entire watermelon in one sitting, a mistake more common than you'd think during summer barbecues, can meaningfully spike potassium intake for someone with reduced kidney function. The smarter approach is portion awareness. A 1-cup serving, roughly the size of a baseball, provides the hydration and antioxidant benefits without overwhelming the body's mineral balance. And spacing servings throughout the week, rather than eating large amounts in one sitting, keeps the benefits steady rather than spiking them. Another common mistake is pairing watermelon with heavily salted foods, like at a summer cookout, which cancels out much of the hydration benefit by pulling the body right back toward fluid imbalance. A third mistake worth mentioning is refrigerating watermelon for too long after cutting, since its antioxidant content, including lycopene, gradually declines the longer it sits exposed, meaning fresher truly is better when it comes to maximizing the benefit for your kidneys. For those wondering how to enjoy watermelon at its absolute best, 3 ideas stand out: a chilled watermelon and mint agua fresca, blended lightly with fresh lime and a few mint leaves, makes an elegant, restaurant-style drink that feels indulgent while staying kidney-conscious, and it's easy to prepare in batches and keep chilled for the week ahead. A watermelon and cucumber salad, tossed with a touch of olive oil and fresh basil, brings a refined, almost Mediterranean restaurant quality to a simple plate, and it doubles as a light, satisfying lunch on a warm afternoon. And for something truly special, Grilled watermelon steaks, lightly charred and finished with a whisper of lime zest, offer a smoky, sweet flavor profile that feels like fine dining, while quietly delivering everything your kidneys need. A dish impressive enough to serve guests without them ever suspecting it's also doing quiet work for your health. As for the right amount, most healthy adults can comfortably enjoy 1 to 2 cups of watermelon several times a week, while those managing CKD should confirm their personal potassium allowance with their doctor or renal dietitian before making it a daily habit. Timing matters too. Enjoying watermelon earlier in the day rather than right before bed tends to work better for most people, since its natural hydrating effect can otherwise mean more nighttime trips to the bathroom. I think of Harold, 69, who spent years assuming watermelon was just sugar water and avoided it completely, right up until his dietitian explained the hydration and antioxidant benefits and helped him build in a controlled, doctor-approved portion each week. Within a few months, his labs showed a small but meaningful improvement, and more importantly, he finally had a summer fruit he could enjoy without guilt. Refreshing, elegant, and quietly powerful, watermelon proves that sometimes the most effective kidney support is also the most enjoyable. There's one more detail worth knowing. The deep red flesh consistently contains the highest concentration of lycopene, so choosing a fully ripe watermelon, rather than an underripe one, isn't just about taste. It genuinely changes the antioxidant value you're getting with every bite. Buying watermelon whole rather than pre-cut also helps preserve more of its nutrient content, since cut fruit begins losing certain antioxidants once exposed to air, another small detail that separates a good choice from the best possible choice for your kidneys. Fruit #1, papaya. Here it is, the fruit that quietly does more for kidney health than almost anyone gives it credit for. And once you understand why, you'll wonder why it isn't the star of every kidney health conversation in America. Papaya's secret weapon is an enzyme called papain, a natural digestive enzyme that helps the body break down protein more efficiently. This matters enormously for kidney patients, because when protein isn't digested and metabolized efficiently, the waste byproducts, including compounds related to creatinine and urea, can build up more heavily in the bloodstream, forcing the kidneys to work harder to filter them out. By supporting smoother, more complete protein digestion, papain may help ease part of that downstream burden, giving your kidneys a slightly lighter workload with every meal, which is precisely why papain-based digestive supplements have become popular among people focused on gut and metabolic health across the country. Papaya is also exceptionally rich in vitamin C and beta-carotene, 2 antioxidants that work together to neutralize free radicals, the unstable molecules responsible for much of the slow, cumulative oxidative damage that affects aging kidneys. This antioxidant profile is one of the reasons papaya consistently appears in research on inflammation reduction, and chronic low-grade inflammation is now understood to be one of the central, silent drivers behind the gradual decline of kidney function in adults over 50. In fact, papaya contains one of the higher vitamin C concentrations among common fruits, meaning even a modest daily serving can meaningfully contribute toward the antioxidant support your kidneys rely on every single day. There's more. Papaya contains a healthy dose of fiber, which supports gut health in a way that indirectly benefits the kidneys too. A well-functioning digestive system helps eliminate waste products through the bowel rather than placing all of that elimination burden solely on the kidneys, effectively sharing the workload across 2 systems instead of 1. Papaya is also naturally gentle on the stomach, making it an easy fruit for older adults to digest, even those managing reduced appetite or nausea, a common and often under-discussed symptom for people managing kidney concerns. Now, let's talk about mistakes, because they matter just as much here. The biggest mistake people make with papaya is eating it unripe. Unripe papaya contains much higher concentrations of latex and enzymes that can cause digestive discomfort and are generally considered unsuitable, especially for anyone with a sensitive digestive system. Always choose papaya that's fully ripe, with skin that yields gently to pressure and a deep orange-yellow color throughout. Another common mistake is discarding the seeds and edges without realizing that overripe or improperly stored papaya can develop off flavors that signal it's past its prime, reducing both taste and nutritional value. So freshness truly matters here, more than with many other fruits. And finally, some kidney patients avoid papaya altogether out of general fruit anxiety, without realizing that papaya's potassium content is actually moderate rather than high, making it a far more forgiving option than tropical fruits like bananas or oranges, though portion mindfulness still matters for anyone in later stages of CKD. For preparation, 3 especially elegant ways to enjoy papaya stand out. A chilled papaya and lime sorbet, blended with a touch of honey and frozen, makes a light, refined dessert that feels like something served at an upscale wellness resort, and it satisfies a sweet craving without the blood sugar spike of processed desserts. A papaya and prosciutto-style plate, thinly sliced papaya paired with fresh mint and a drizzle of good olive oil, brings a sophisticated, restaurant-quality appetizer to your table in minutes, perfect for entertaining without spending hours in the kitchen. And for a warm option, grilled papaya wedges, lightly caramelized and finished with a squeeze of fresh lime, offer a smoky sweet complexity that turns a simple fruit into a genuine culinary moment, ideal alongside grilled fish or chicken for a complete, kidney-conscious dinner. In terms of the right amount, roughly 1 cup of ripe papaya, a few times per week, is generally considered a reasonable, kidney-conscious serving for most adults, though anyone managing advanced CKD or dialysis should always confirm personal portion guidance with their renal care team. Pairing it with a light protein like grilled chicken or fish, rather than eating it entirely on its own, can also help balance blood sugar response for those managing diabetes alongside kidney concerns, a combination especially common among older adults in the United States. I think of Eleanor, 71, who struggled for years with poor appetite and sluggish digestion alongside her early kidney concerns. Her dietitian introduced small, consistent servings of ripe papaya after meals, and within weeks, Eleanor noticed easier digestion and steadier energy, small changes that made a meaningful difference in her daily quality of life, alongside the quiet, longer-term support papaya offered her kidneys. Sweet, gentle, and remarkably underappreciated, papaya earns its place as the #1 fruit for anyone serious about supporting their kidneys the natural way. Keep it consistent, rather than occasional. A modest, steady habit built around this fruit tends to offer far more long-term value than eating a large amount only once in a while. So there you have it, the 2 fruits doing far more for your kidneys than most people ever realize. Watermelon restoring hydration and delivering antioxidant protection with every juicy bite, and papaya easing digestive and filtering burden while calming inflammation from the inside out. Remember, these fruits support your kidneys. They don't replace medical care, so always work with your doctor or renal dietitian before making changes, especially if you're managing CKD or dialysis. So here's our question for you. Are you team watermelon or team papaya, and which one are you adding to your kitchen this week? Drop your answer in the comments below, and if someone you love is watching their kidney health, share this video with them today. It might be exactly what they needed to see. Small, consistent choices, made 1 plate at a time, are where real kidney protection actually lives, far more than any single dramatic change ever could. Thank you for watching. Stay hydrated, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next one.